Who's worse, the Lakers or the Buccaneers, man? I mean, there's like both booty juice. Like the fight of the booty juice. You know, you got the Lakers, you got the Bucks up there. They're fighting for it right now. But I gotta give the Lakers the crown. I still think they're they're the most booty juice team in sports right now. But the Buccaneers are getting there, man. The Buccaneers are getting there. And but I don't care. It is what it is. Buccaneers can go 0-16 for all I care, as long as my dudes hit their overs, and they did. And last night was great. Mike Evans hitting the over on his receiving yards. He got into the hundreds, even with Marlon Humphrey on him. He got those. It was a lot of big plays, man. I thought it was gonna be a little more dink and dunks, but man, he got those chunk yardage plays. So I appreciate that. And then the total hitting the over 45.5, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit shocked. I mean, I was watching that game, I was like, yo, this ain't gonna hit. Actually, even before the game, I was like, yo, this probably ain't gonna hit. But you know what, it did, so I'm gonna act like I knew for sure that it was gonna hit. So let's get into this Friday. I got some NHL and NBA. Let's start off with the Vegas Golden Knights on the puck line. Yes, the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Anaheim Ducks. This is at -110 on BetMGM. Vegas has covered the puck line in 4 of 8 games this season, which in the NHL, which how close games are, that's pretty dang good to be 50%. They've actually covered this in three of the last 4 games as well. So that's very interesting to see. The Ducks have lost 5 of their 7 games that they've played by more than a goal. 5 of the 7 that they've played, they've lost by more than a goal. So, that right there tells you something. So I love that. Vegas is 6-2 ATS. That right there tells you everything you need to know. And Anaheim is 1-6 ATS. So, you just look at all this. That's 3rd worst in the NHL. So to me, it's like, this is at -110. This should be a little bit juiced up. It's at -120 on DraftKings, so I found this at BetMGM for a way better price. I say you take this. This will probably be juiced up by, it might even be juiced up by the time that you see this video. But if it's not, take it at -110. Even take it if it's at -120. Vegas is winning this thing 4-2. Even 5-2, something in that range. I see Vegas winning this one. No confirmed goalies yet, but it most likely will be John Gibson in the net for Anaheim and Aiden Hill for Vegas. So that is my first NHL. And then I got another one. Jeff Carter over 0.5 points at -110 on DraftKings. I like this one. Vancouver has allowed 4 guys in 3 games on the second line to have 1 point or more. They allowed Victor Olofsson of the Buffalo Sabres to have a 3-point game earlier on in the season. So I like this one a lot. Carter's, he's had a point in 3 of the last 4 games for Pittsburgh. So I think I really like this one, though, because of you get it at -110. Like, I love that for a guy that's hit in 3 of the last 4 games. Vancouver is playing on a back-to-back, and they've been generous to guys. So I really like this one. And they're playing on a back-to-back. So Thatcher Demko playing last night. I think there's 36 shots on goal against him, something in that range. So with that being said, we're going to most likely be seeing in the net, what's his name? Spencer Martin. I've never heard of this dude. Spencer Martin in between the pipes. Last time he played on a back-to-back, gave up 4 goals on 33 shots. Not terrible, but not great. It's really not that good. But it's not like anything crazy bad. But the most interesting statistic that I saw with this is last time Jeff Carter played Spencer Martin, he had 2 goals. This was back when he played with the LA Kings back in 2016 and 17. And I know that was a long time ago. But I thought that was really interesting that last time he played up against Spencer Martin, he had 2 goals. So I really like Jeff Carter to hit this over 0.5 points. An assist or a goal, bro. -110. Give it to me. Give it to me, Jeff. So I like that one. So let's move on now to the NBA, and let's go with Marcus Smart over 1.5 steals at +155 on DraftKings. The Cavs are really bad, honestly, when it comes to keeping possession of the ball, and they're very sloppy. This is a very sloppy basketball team. So 3 guards. I've hit this total in 4 games against the Cavs. Marcus Smart is one of the best defending guards. Not even we could argue he's one of the best defenders in the league, not just one of the best defending guards, but he probably is the best defending guard. So I really see him hitting this number. I really see him, hounding just hounding Donovan Mitchell and just hounding these guards for Cleveland. And I think he's gonna get this total. I really like this with the juice, because if this was at like plus 115, plus 105, probably would have stayed away from this. But I love it that it's at plus 155. So I'm riding with Marcus Smart here. He just hit this total. He's only hit it one time. He just hit it against the Bulls the other day. I think with the Cavs, they give up a lot. They have a lot of turnovers, man. They just cannot keep possession of the ball. So give me Marcus Smart over 1.5 steals at plus 155 on DraftKings. And then my last bet is DeJounte Murray over 20.5 points at plus 100 on DraftKings. Pistons, they're allowing guys shooting 17 to 20 field goal attempts per game, which that's what DeJounte Murray, that's the range that he has this year. 22.6 points per game. That's what they're allowing on average. Murray has not hit this total at all this season. He's gotten 20 in 2 games. He's gotten hooked in 2 games, and then he had 19 in 1. So he has been really, really close. But what I do like, and I know he just played this team the other day, and he went way below this number. Way below this number. But I think you give this guy another chance playing this team. It's hard when it's at plus odds. It's hard when he's gotten hooked for 2 games and had 19 and 1. I know this last game, it was weird, but I think this last game against Detroit was an anomaly. He had 14 points, didn't make any sense. 70.6% of Murray's shots are coming from 2-point range, and the Pistons are giving up 55.9% percent inside, which is fifth worst in the NBA. They also give up 33 made twos per game. So I just think DeJounte Murray, you give him another chance. Trae Young went off against him last time. Maybe they focus more on Trae Young, and then the other guard, DeJounte, can do something. But I think he barely hits this number. I think he will finally get over 20 points for the first time this season. I like that it's at plus 100. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to ride with DeJounte. I think this is the riskiest one of the day. I'm deciding between both my NBA bets are pretty risky now that I think about it, but I'm really feeling both of them, Smart and DeJounte. So we'll see what happens. And this has been BookSmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.